Hey guys, it's Damean. Support my channel by liking this video and subscribing. What's up YouTube, it's Damean V2. I'm back with another commentary. Today, in this video, we're actually going to discuss Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Game 2 is actually tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern tip-off, so get ready for that. But in Game 1, we just have to talk what the Cleveland Cavaliers did wrong and what they have to do in Game 2 in order for them to win. But honestly, I believe the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to win just because of the fact that LeBron James had lost many Game 1s in the playoffs, and he always came back to win Game 2. Like, he's undefeated when he lost Game 1. He always comes back, does what he needs to do to win Game 2. But I'm looking at the box score right now for the Game 1, Cleveland Cavaliers versus Golden State Warriors, and I'm looking at it. So each team shot 90% from the free throw line. Okay, that cancels out. Each team also shot 33% from the three-point line. That cancels out. But if you look at the field goals attempted, Cleveland Cavaliers went 38.1% from the field goal versus the Golden State Warriors, who went a 49.4% percentage from the field goal. That means the Warriors defense was clearly better. The Cleveland Cavaliers were missing shots, and you have to give credit to the Golden State defense Warriors. And I know that the Golden State Warriors defense was great because you can look at the turnover difference. The Cleveland Cavaliers had 15 turnovers versus the 9 turnovers by Golden State. And if you watch the game, and I like to watch it with TNT overtime, so I have like multiple angles. I have the backboard angle, I have the action angle, I have the player cam angle. So you can clearly see that the Cleveland Cavaliers was giving so much defensive effort to stopping Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, to the point where the Golden State Warriors bench came alive and was killing it. Like, Sean Livingston was killing it. So and then one thing that the Cleveland Cavaliers need to do is they need to be more sound, more perfect on defense. You can see there were so many times where backdoor cuts. Like, honestly, this is what the Cleveland Cavaliers were doing. They were switching everything. They were switching every single screen because they believed that they could match up with every single player on the Golden State Warriors. The only time they didn't really switch was if Bogut screened. At that point, they doubled or did a hedge trap, and which led to Curry passing the ball. But the Cleveland Cavaliers made so many mistakes on defense that they were leaving people wide open for dunks. I know Iggy set a screen and no one helped out, got an easy dunk. That you can't do that in the NBA Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they need to play better defense. Another thing that I need to address is that J.R. Smith did not shoot. I think his first shot was like couple minutes left of the first half. Like, you should not be a starter not taking shots. There's no reason. Even I forget, Robertson from OKC Thunder, he doesn't really shoot that many three-pointers, but he's taking shots, giving his team the opportunity to win. J.R. Smith needs to shoot more. Like, he's one of the best shooters in regards to contested shots. So even if there's a guy on him, he should be taking shots. LeBron, he played okay. He went 9 for 21 from the field, 2 for 4 from three-point line, and he made like his first 4 baskets, then missed his next 5 to finish out the first half. So I mean, he did what he needed to do. He's definitely not the reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers lost, but I want to see him have a better shooting percentage. One thing I actually would do is, honestly, I'd take out Kevin Love and put Channing Frye as a starter for Game 2. I believe that Kevin Love, I know he's ready for the finals, but if you see him play, he's like, he doesn't feel comfortable what he needs to do in order to have the Cleveland Cavaliers be a successful team in the playoffs. Like, I don't know if he wants to shoot. There's sometimes where he wants to post up. I really think the chemistry with him and LeBron isn't perfect, isn't 100% there. I think Kevin Love needs to go into the post more instead of shooting so many threes, because he is definitely a great post player, and I believe that his shooting can free himself up for some drives, because it's not like the Golden State Warriors has a Bismack Biyombo just sitting right near the rim. So I think Kevin Love should definitely take more post shots and try to drive to the basket and draw fouls. But yes, game 2 is tomorrow. I'm ready for it. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers, they need to make some adjustments. It's going to be interesting to see what adjustments they do make. Again, I'm not in the NBA. I'm not an NBA analyst, so it just, everything that I'm telling you guys is just my opinion. But it's going to be interesting to see what the Cleveland Cavaliers do. It's also going to be interesting to see what the Golden State Warriors do. Just because they won game 1, that don't mean they, because like there was times where Cleveland had a lead. So, and it brought Steve Kerr to the frustration of breaking his clipboard. So it's interesting to see what the Golden State Warriors do for game 2, because their main job is to win home games. Like they only lost like 2 or 3 home games in a long time at home. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Golden State Warriors do in game 2. I think they're going to try to use their bench often. I was surprised how off Steph Curry and Klay Thompson was. So I'm just ready for game 2. I always watch every single minute of the NBA Finals. Not so much of the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Final, but the NBA Finals is where it's at. One thing I don't like, well, it's great that they have more rest in between the games, but I think there should have been 1 day's rest between game 1 and game 2, especially since it's all in Golden State for the first 2 home games. But it's been Damean V2. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a 12-point game in MyPark. I actually have better gameplay soon to come, but I won't spoil it to you. Got that 12-game win streak. I think we went on to the 14-game win streak, but it's been Damean V2. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm out. Thanks for watching.